Hi.
Yo, what's up? Everybody asks me this question. Why? Normally the question is why did Black Races take a break, but I'll get into that in a completely different interview. Um, Basically, I've been trying to find my own sound and really just write something, I guess, outside of Back to Basics, like find my own personal sound, outside of Back to Basics. Yeah, that's mostly what I've been trying to do since Back to Basics has taken a break, and that's taken a while. Yeah. Okay, so I wrote Hard to Leave while I was still Back to Basics. In fact, that was actually supposed to be a Back to Basics track, but I think because we had been touring so much, and in that 3 years we had done so much, I think everyone just wanted to take a break and just kind of write the next album, and we needed to take a break lah. So that track was written as a Back to Basics track, but then because we didn't want to really go with it, so yeah, I decided to make it my own, and then I did that track, and then realized that you know what, since touring and everything with Back to Basics, I needed to take a break, man. It was just becoming, I was just pushing myself to like overworking myself, you know what I mean? And yeah, it was just time to take a break and really kind of reorganize myself, reset my mindset, and really think about where it is I wanted to go with my own artistic expression and my own musical career. Yeah, and since then, I've taken that time to actually kind of open my own record label, Soul Lab Records, which is actually a Back to Basics record label. And yeah, it took some time for us to really kind of get the groundwork of the record label down and just kind of get the structure, the organization, open it up as a company. And yeah, basically that's taken 1.5 years. Yeah. Man, I listen to so much, man. I listen to everything: rock, R&B, blues, jazz. I've got so much inspiration. Inspired by so much, so it's really hard to like give you one specific genre, but definitely the artists that really have something to say in the music, like the soul of the music, like people like Miles Davis, John Mayer, he's such a good lyricist, D'Angelo, for just his groove, his feel, you know what I mean? Like you can actually feel it in the music. I'm not trying to put any music down in particular, but a lot of the pop music nowadays, because of the over compression and the formulaic style of writing, it's so, you know what I mean? Like it loses so much of it. Like you don't translate so much of the actual soul and emotion. I'm just not sure where pop music is going nowadays. I think even Quincy Jones said it recently that people are not innovating anymore. You know what I mean? There's no soul in the music. Okay, so Pillow Talk is the first track that I wrote. So after I took a break after Hard to Leave, Pillow Track was the first track that I wrote. Initially I was rushing to push it out, but then I thought to myself, why rush this track, you know what I mean, and rush and write the track.
Wait, sorry,
Yeah,
you
sorry.
said pillow track just now.
Is it?
Yeah.
I meant Pillow Talk.
Retry that.
So Pillow Talk was the first track that I wrote after Hard to Leave, and initially I was kind of rushing to write it and put it out as a follow-up, but then I thought to myself, really, why am I rushing? There's no real rush for me to release anything, you know what I mean? I might as well just write a bunch of stuff that I'm really happy with, and then when I'm done writing and producing the tracks, I can probably then actually release it. So yeah, Pillow Talk was the first track, and it was really about when you first meet somebody, you have these dates, right? And for me personally, I'd rather go on this kind of date rather than any other type of date, to be honest. Like, if you just chill out at home, laze around in bed and have a conversation, especially when you're first getting to know a person, because I don't like all the extra fluff around it, you know what I mean? Like the fancy dinners and the lights and the balloons and whatever. I'd rather just get straight to the point and be like, look, I just want to get to know you, you know what I mean? I don't want all the fluff. So Pillow Talk is about that, because that's what Pillow Talk is, right? Yeah. And that was the first track I wrote in this series of songs that I'm about to release, which is part of an EP lah. So you're gonna hear a lot of that in the next like few months. I'm not insulted, but you know, as a musician myself, I don't want the what do you call it, the association, you know. I mean, when people say you look like John Legend, I'm like, I appreciate that, and I guess in some ways they're trying to compliment me, you know. I guess it's kind of complimentary, but to be honest, I'm not exactly flattered, because I'm trying to create my own persona. I don't want to be the guy who, I don't want to be known as the guy who looks like John Legend, basically. Yeah. Actually, I've been in the music industry for about 15 years now, and only in the more recent past, in the last 5 years or so, I've had the chance to work with a lot of really good producers already. In fact, I've got a chance to work with Aubrey Soito already. In fact, and Aubrey Soito was supposed to produce one of Back to Basics tracks, and that might still be happening. I've got to work with Helen Yap. I've worked with Daniel Virpan. I've worked with the great Ipul from Bangfei Station. I mean, he's a sound engineer, but yeah. But nowadays, I mostly produce my own stuff, so I think hopefully in the future I'll still get a chance to work with these guys as well. Yeah. Don't be an idiot.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
I would try, you know, my younger self he's just too stubborn, really. Like there's no changing that guy's mind about how he was going to do things. He was going to do it that way, and there was no other way. So no matter how much advice you had given him, he probably wouldn't have taken it. And I guess in a way it's a good thing, because I am who I am right now, and I guess I wouldn't change that for the world. But if I had to, let's just say he was going to take some advice, I would probably tell him that everything's going to be alright. Just trust yourself and just do it, man. You know what I mean? Like, just go for it. You only live once, so just, yeah, go for it.